In 2008, she was the Green Party candidate for president. Her outstanding courage and determination are well known, as exemplified most recently by her mission to Libya under the NATO bombs. We are very proud to have Cynthia tonight, and she will also be showing video from her trip. Please give a warm welcome to Cynthia McKINNey.
Thank you all for being here this evening. I hardly know where to begin. It is really good for me to be back in California. I really shouldn't say that because I might be running for office from Georgia. But I tell you, the people in California are very special because I feel as if there's so many kindred spirits here. I don't feel alone, and I see so many faces that I recognize. It's just wonderful to be back in California. I want to thank the Unitarian Universalist Church for hosting this event. This is my first visit to the San Francisco church. I've been to the Berkeley church, but this is my first visit here. And I want to say a huge word of thanks to Answer, because Answer heard my plea, really. I was so outraged at what was happening that I decided that it wasn't sufficient for me to go by myself, that really what was needed was that a delegation of alternative journalists go to Libya and see for themselves and then report back through their respective news outlets or media organs just exactly what they saw. So I convinced a friend to basically loan me the money to send myself and I think 6 or 7 other people to go, and so it's about $25,000. And so I needed to pay him back. And so Answer said, we'll do this tour and we'll help you raise the money to pay that loan back. And I just have to say thank you to Answer for being here and just stepping up like that. Also feel a little bit like I'm out of the fire into the frying pan, because I left depleted uranium and I come to cesium and iodine. And our government is doing nothing to even help us, to inform us, to tell us what we need to do to protect ourselves from the hot dust particles that we're breathing. And we now have another nuclear power plant on the brink in Nebraska. Yep. And of course there's a news media blackout. Of course. Now, the news media blackout that we're experiencing with the implications for ourselves and our health around Fukushima is exactly the same kind of nuclear blackout that we are also experiencing with respect to what our tax dollars are doing to the people in Libya. And the news media, really, I don't know what they do. Because we have more news outlets and we have less information. They sit over there and there's a whole, I've been at that hotel where they are, and there's a bunch of them there. And yet they do nothing except accept the Pentagon's talking points for the day and then regurgitate that to all of us. And any one of us who thinks that we are informed because we listen to CNN or Fox or CBS or NBC or ABC, I'm telling you that we are not informed, we are misinformed, we are the victims of disinformation. So after watching all of this, I just decided to go. And I can't tell you anything other than I saw what the International Solidarity Movement did with Palestine, where the young people who were founders of that organization decided that they were going to do what Mario Savio said to do. That they were going to put their entire bodies against the gears, the levers, and the wheels of the machine, and they were going to say to the owners of the machine, either you stop it, or we're going to stop it. And so they did. And the International Solidarity Movement made a difference. At least they raised the awareness of average ordinary folks, that average ordinary folks can do things to express their dissatisfaction, their disagreement with whatever U.S. policy is. And so I had worked up closely with the founder of the International Solidarity Movement in the Free Gaza movement. And basically what Free Gaza was about was putting ourselves in that position so that we could understand better what was happening and defend the rights of those who can't defend their rights themselves. So I decided to go. Now there are some people in this room who have been to Libya with me. And one is Troy Buckner that I see here, Troy Nkrumah, I have to call you your passport name, and Minister JR has been on the dignity delegations with me. Now there are people who have experience, history with Libya. I don't have that. But what I do have is the opportunity that was given to me to bring delegations to Libya to participate in various conferences. The first conference was about the form of governance that Muammar Gaddafi propounded by the Green Book. And this was the formation of revolutionary committees so that everyone would have an opportunity to have input into the decisions that were made on a national level. National policy decisions, everyone would have an opportunity for input. Now, of course, at the behest of the United States, the Green Book was veered away from. But Senator Mike Gravel had been to Libya because he is a proponent of direct democracy, and what the Green Book provides is a blueprint for direct democracy. And Senator Gravel endorsed the Green Book. So it was an opportunity, that first conference was an opportunity for us to learn about direct democracy as envisioned through the Green Book. The Green Book is available on the internet for everyone to read, and I would recommend that you do read it so that you could understand a little bit more why the United States objected so vociferously to the kind of governance that Libya had.